From this video, you should just know this. This is how your hair locks up. If your hair is curling up, then that's how you know it's locking up. What is up, all of you awesome people? Is TheMunchBowl here, and today I am going to be doing this is very spontaneous, so I mean that's kind of cool for some people. Sorry, that kind of barely even made any sense. I just like hopped right into the video, just rambling. But I'll be doing a subscriber Dreadlock review. This is very spontaneous. I know I didn't announce it, but there's a lot of people who were trying to get in the last one who actually sent their dreadlocks like after I actually was done recording the video and done making the video and everything. So I want to do another one for those people and also for the people who've just sent me their dreadlocks. I'm glad I'm kind of doing it like this surprise style, but anyways, let's get into it. Actually, I'm just going to show y'all like everything, how I set up my videos, because I don't know, maybe y'all want to see that. But I got my Android. Yeah, that's an Android. I guess that makes me less cool, right? Even though I'm recording with the iPhone. But I got my tripod thing right here. And I got my light right here, shining, because I like how it kind of has like kind of lights up the background just a little bit to lighten it up. And I don't know, I think that looks kind of cool. And obviously I got all the windows open. Yo, this dude, bruh, man, people gotta be more respectful. This dude in my neighborhood just was walking around. He had a piece of trash in his hand, then he just stuck it in between somebody's car tires. Bro, there's a dumpster right there. I don't understand. Like, man, people around here need to stop. Like, so I know somebody like threw some eggs at my mom's car. I know some people like just stealing people's packages. I know somebody, I guess, broke these people's car windows. Man, these people need to see. That's actually the type of stuff that kind of annoys me, when people just do stuff for no reason. Like, anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna get into this video now. Yeah, I actually just don't understand why people do some of the things that they do. Y'all can say I'm lame for this or whatever, but I mean, can people just be nice to each other? I mean, a lot of the problems in the world is because people are hateful towards each other. I guess being nice is kind of, looked down upon nowadays, so it's not even that big of a deal, I guess. I'm not trying to make this video negative though, which even though that's not really negative, but I mean it's just facts. But it's like I don't really like speaking all that type of stuff on my channel. But anyways, with that being said, let's get into this video. Or actually, yeah, I was going to show y'all, how I'm going to do my stuff. I need to set up my tripod. So I have it facing this way so I can adjust everything right. And I usually loosen this up so it could fall down like that. I tighten it back up. I loosen this up so I can pull this up. And that's pretty much it. That's how stuff is created around here. Pretty simple. It's not that big of a deal. If you want to start a YouTube channel, it's easy. I mean, just the setup is pretty easy. You don't have to have the most expensive stuff ever. I mean, this tripod, I made it out of a selfie stick and a music stand that I just randomly found, So yeah, you don't have to go buy everything you need. I mean, buying stuff is good, but it's like if you don't need it at the very moment and you're trying to save up, then you could do that. But the biggest thing obviously for me is God, because really everything that I need, He already supplies for me. Some people don't believe that, but I mean it's true. So many things I don't have to work for, do, and it's just like because of Him. But anyways, I'm just gonna go through the whole process. I kind of go behind here and I clamp it on to here, and wow, that's blurry. Okay, make sure it's pretty lined up. And usually I'll go make some clips and be like, does this look good? And probably something goofy like that. And I go to check the video, see if it's good, and then I do it. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of long-winded for no reason. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Why am I doing my outro? Okay, I'll see y'all when I get this angle. All right, good. What? Yeah. I'll see y'all when I could talk. All right. Does this look good? Bink. So, hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, yo, Alright, so I decided to get a little more close up on y'all today. I'm just going to get into my Instagram that I've been on more than I really wanted to lately, but it's alright, because to be honest, I don't really like social media besides YouTube. So, first off, we got Dreadhead Rasta. This was 8 weeks ago, but we were really late on it, but let's react. These actually really look, these do look... Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. These look nice. It looks freeform, like of course it isn't all the way freeform. I guess what people would consider semi-freeform. I like the, you know, kind of nappy look, or like kind of the wild look. That's really more of what I like. Cause I feel like with maintained dreads, it's like you can't really get that much variation with it. I feel like it's more stylish in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. And his hair is actually pretty long and it's standing up pretty tall. That's actually how my hair would have been if I didn't ever get retwist. And if I never would have crochet hooked it, but just like my hair gained so much like weight and length that I just, you know, started falling down. Plus I retwisted it. But his hair does look really, like, it does look like it's in the beginning stages. And why I say that is because you see the curls and everything. And usually that's how dreads will start to lock up. They'll start to like curl up. The curls will start compressing together. Your hair will start to get really curly, and then it'll start budding up and locking up. He looks like he's about, I would say, between 5 to 8 months in. He has some pretty nice dreads. Now we have ooh. That's clean. That is clean. Are his dreads black or blue? I can't really tell. It kind of looks blue, but that may just be like the lighting or something. But wicks are really cool. The thing is, I'm not that bold to get wicks, or I just guess I wouldn't like wicks on me. I like seeing wicks on other people. I think it looks really cool, but for myself, I'm like, nah. Those are some clean dreads right there. There's something different about wicks. I just think they look really, really, really cool. But you have Timmy, and it looks like he has some Jamaican mango lime locking gel. Looks like he's been, I don't know what he's been doing. Maybe he's been twisting his hair, or maybe he's been like sponging it or something. Could be either one, but ooh. Or I'm guessing that's after a retwist, huh? Yeah, that's what it'll do to your hair. And the thing about this stage is people like to call it an ugly stage with like if you have shorter hair, but like this right here isn't really an ugly stage, you see? They usually call like new dreadlocks the ugly stage or whatever, but like right here, I like this type of look. Like it's not all the way locked up, but it's like, it almost looks like you just have some really rich curly hair. That's how it was with me. It's like my hair, I never really was like ashamed of my hair. I always liked every stage it went through. It has some pretty nice dreads. By doing twisting with gel, your hair will look really maintained and really just, you know, clean. And I also like the look where you have new growth under it. I like that look. I don't really like, for me personally, I don't like all the way twisting down to the scalp. I'm not saying that's bad because everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own style that they like. And personally, for me, that's not my style. And I like how this looks. It's like retwisted, but not retwisted all the way down to the root. And that's kind of how my retwist came out, even though I was trying to retwist down to the root. Like my roots would just puff right back up, like, because I didn't use clips or anything like that. But thank you so much for sending your hair, Timmy. Tashia Jordan, I hope I said that correctly. And ooh, she has some really thick dreadlocks. And now some people don't know the difference between wicks and thick dreadlocks, and these are thick dreadlocks. These aren't wicks. I guess there's almost like a certain thickness that it gets to where you can actually classify your hair as wicks. And this right here is not wicks, or I don't know if she considers them wicks or not. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but like I don't know what is actually like considered wicks or not. But for me, like in my head, it's like wicks. Why am I talking about wigs? These are really cool. They're nice and maintained, as we see, really nicely parted. And we have the style, and we have the kid in the background. I don't know if that's sun bleach or not, but if that's sun bleach, that's pretty cool. I don't know why my hair isn't getting sun bleached. Probably because I'm barely out in the sun. Actually, I've been out in the sun a lot, but I don't know what's going on with my hair. My hair just wants to stay black. So at the time, she had her dreads for a year and some months. And that's really maintained. That's like really good for like a year. Her hair must have locked up like really fast because it looks really mature already. And really, I mean, the year mark is really when you can expect your hair to be kind of fully matured, even though your hair never really fully, you know, stops locking up. It just gets tighter and tighter and tighter over time. But yeah, her hair is really maintained, and she has the blunted off tips, which is really cool. And yeah, I really do just like thick dreadlocks. I like seeing all the diversity with the dreadlocks too. But nice. Thank you so much for sending your dreadlocks. And on to the next person. We got DK. I'm not even gonna try to say the name because I feel like I want to jack it up. So we got DKJDA Kid. I mean, please forgive me, alright? We got DKJ the Kid. I think that's how you say it. What's up? I've been watching your videos and have subscribed to your channel, and I want to get to know your opinion on my freeform dreads. During my freeform dreads process, I never really used a sponge or towel. I used to twist it with my fingers sometimes when I got bored, and at first my hair was like this. Alright, let's see it. Okay. This is what it looks like now. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Yo, his dreads are looking cool. You see all the like curls, and you see how skinny they are. And he has a lot of dreads on his head. They do look kind of new though, too, obviously because of the curls and everything. And he will end up having curly tips. I mean, that's just inevitable with the process you're doing. In the beginning stages, when they're tight, over time with washing and all that stuff, they would start to puff up and thicken up because they're puffing up. Then that's when they start to bud up. And over time, after they actually start maturing and stuff, they get tighter and tighter and tighter over time. They're skinny at first, they puff up and get thicker, but then they start to get skinnier over time because they just keep on tightening up. Alright, so you want your dreads like his. To get your dreads like his, your hair is already really long to like be able to start dreadlocks without really towel rubbing. In fact, I don't really think towel rubbing is going to be that effective on your hair since it's, you know, that long. And really, all to get your dreads like his, you would just need a retwist. Which this guy's hair isn't really freeform, it's just his hair. I mean, you may call his hair freeform, but freeform, he may be going through the semi-freeform process where he gets a retwist, then doesn't get a retwist for a while, which some people call that semi-freeform. So if you want to get your hair like his, make sure that you twist your hair up and maybe you combine some dreads to get, if you want yours as thick as his. It looks like he has about like, I don't know, maybe 70 to 80 dreads on his head. You look like you have about like 100 plus. So you will need to combine some dreadlocks to get yours as thick as his. And usually what I recommend is combining the skinniest dreadlocks with, you know, other skinny dreadlocks. What's with my voice? Coconut oil, I put coconut oil in my head, but the thing is like, you don't really want to put oils in your head. For your hair to lock up the best and lock up the quickest, you want your hair to be like completely, you know, dry. You don't want your scalp to be dry, but you want your hair to be dry. And that just comes from, you know, washing your hair. Because when there's oils, your hair could like slip through each other. I mean, your hair can still lock up with oils, it just may take a little longer. But yeah, to get your hair like his, yeah, you just need to like combine some dreadlocks. Yeah, just keep on getting a retwist and stuff, and your hair should be locking up and getting like his. But we have Redhead Gene. I would love to be on your YouTube when you do reacting to subscribers. I just tried out my luck, so don't come at me. Alright. Okay. He had a retwist with some clips in. And yeah, his dreads are, you know, at the very beginning stages. And his dreadlocks do look like they need, you know, obviously need to grow. Because the thicker your dreadlocks are, the more awkward they're going to look at the beginning stages. Because they don't really have any where to move around. But once they get longer, they'll start to look, you know, better and better and better. Obviously, he has a half black and half blonde. Yeah, I think you're on the right track. Just keep on, you know, doing what you do with your hair and just have patience with it. And one thing I would encourage you to do is just wait a strong year. Because if you go a year strong, your hair will be at a good length and you'll start to see that your hair is actually, you know, doing what it's supposed to be doing and all that stuff. But yeah, I just encourage you to keep on going, you know, and they'll look really good over time. Yeah, we got Mr. Johnson. Hey bro, big fan, how your YouTube page? Just watch your first video of you reacting to your subscribers. Dreadlocks would love for you to give me some advice on mine in your next video. Well, you made it to the next video. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Okay, they're looking nice. It looks like he has a undercut. It doesn't look like a hot top fade, but like an undercut. And yeah, his dreads, I mean, they're looking pretty, you know, cool. I originally started with interlock, but I want to switch to just doing retwists only. But yeah, his dreads are looking, you know, pretty good. I mean, yeah, I do think you should stop interlocking though, because I've heard stories of some people who've interlocked their hair, and then the parts where they've interlocked out, there's like a soft spot, and then their like hair is starting to break off at that point. Because really what interlocks do, they like create little balls in your hair. And if your hair starts, you know, growing or locking up weird in that like balled up spot, it'll kind of just like get skinnier at that part where it isn't balled up, and it'll end up just like kind of falling off. Which I'm not saying that's what your dreads are going to do, but I know for some people who've interlocked, that's been a problem. And really, I don't think you should worry about it. I think you should just, you know, retwist your hair. Anyways, we have Ailent Lee, and this is their hair. Nice. Alright, so they're in the very beginning stages. Okay, so they're saying now they're using the crochet needle to lock them up. And I do think that's a very good way to start dreadlocks, especially if you don't want to go through the quote-unquote ugly stage, because I know a lot of people consider this the ugly stage, even though it isn't really an ugly stage. It just depends on how you look at it. But if you don't want to go through that stage of where your hair is, you know, locking up and it's just like your hair is just coils, then of course you could purchase a crochet needle, which is only like $1 or $2. And all you need to do is go in and out with the crochet needle. Start from the root, then go all the way down to the tip, and they should be locked up. I mean, it instantly locks up your hair, so you won't have to wait. And then from there, you can just get retwist or do whatever you want with your hair. But yeah, your hair is looking nice. They look pretty sectioned out. They look like they're pretty nice sections. And yeah, keep me posted, because I like to see how your dreads will turn out. We have Zay. Ooh, woo. I guess I react that way sometimes, because like I remember before I wanted dreads, or before I got dreads, I was into like two-strand twists and like really curly hair and stuff like that, but my hair was not long enough to do stuff like that. But this, I like that kind of look. It almost looks like dreads but curls at the same time. Well, yeah, his hair is just like curly hair, except it's like forming into dreadlocks, and that's how dreadlocks will lock up. Unless he just came out of a style, maybe like braids or something. But I think his hair looks really cool. But yeah, for real, like they look really, trying to think of different words to use. I mean, as you can see, the roots are really curly, but I think they're curly either because he just came out of like a style like braids or two-strand twist or something, or his hair is locking up, and once your hair starts like curling up and like goes in like that zigzag pattern like you see his hair is doing, that means your hair is locking up and it's clumping up together and, you know, is forming. Yeah, keep on going. I mean, they already look really cool. I mean, I don't know how long he's had them, but honestly kind of looks like his hair is already locked up. At the same time, I don't really know. But I just think it's a really good look, you know, in general though. So yeah, nice dreads. And we have Caleb. Hey bro, you have any tips where I could get my hair longer really fast? Not really, I'm sorry. The biggest thing is, you know, you gotta be patient with it, because like there really just isn't any way. All you can do is just keep your hair healthy and wait. That's really the biggest thing. Make sure your scalp is healthy, because I think the more healthy your scalp is, the more healthy that your hair will grow, and it could maybe grow maybe a little faster. Maybe your hair's growth is hindered because your scalp is unhealthy or something. That's just kind of a little theory I have. I don't know if it's proven or not. So go off of like pictures, old pictures, and appreciate how long your hair has actually grown, and that'll help you go throughout the process and to be patient along the way. And we got the boy Keith. He was actually in the first dreadlock review I did. This is how his dreads were looking back then. But we got his hair now, and sheesh, like his hair grew a lot. And his hair looks like it's getting like more and more brown, and he's also has the dreadlock jewelry going on. You see some of them are kind of brownish, some of them are black. And I like that look. And I kind of like, I don't know, I just came with this in my mind right now. It's kind of like helmet dreadlocks. Like how your dreadlocks kind of just droop over your head. It doesn't lay flat, but kind of droops over, and it kind of looks like a helmet. And this was him in like one of the beginning stages. So yeah, this just goes to show how, you know, your hair can change so much over time, and you just got to be patient with it. Now we got Elijah H2O. And these are his dreads. He's obviously probably doing something like sponging or something. And here's the top view. And this is exactly what's supposed to happen. Like how you see his hair is what's supposed to be happening. And the reason I know that is because I look at my old pictures and I compare them to these. And it's like, that's how my hair looked. And that's how my hair got to where it's at right now. 1 month of semi-freeform, and I don't use any product. That's good. And we have his hair right here. As we see, they're maturing really quickly. And all you need to do, like I always say, is just wait, you know. And he says he's about to be on his 4th month, and as we see his hair, it looks like it's starting to kind of like puff up, and that's normal. Don't try to like tighten them back up. Just let it be. Sponge or do whatever you usually do to it, but don't like try to force your hair to do anything, because your hair will just lock up by itself, because it's kind of like your hair knows what to do best, even though your hair is inanimate. But you know. And we got Amir again, and he's updated with some styles, barrel roll, barrel twist, and that's a really cool style, and that obviously does keep your hair really maintained. And as we see, his hair is budding up. You see how it's like kind of curling at the end. That's exactly what you want to happen, like I keep on saying. From this video, you should just know this. This is how your hair locks up. If your hair is curling up, then that's how you know it's locking up. You know what? Well, I'm about to show y'all. This right here. Look at this dreadlock. You see how it's curling up? I started this dreadlock like 4 months ago because I combed it out. Then I combed it back out, which was kind of damaging, I think. But curling up, you see how it's curling up? That's how you know it's locking up, if it's curling up. It's 5 or 4 months, and boom, this is already like fully locked up. It kept on unraveling at the beginning, but boom, it's just like you just let it do what it does, and it'll lock up by itself. You don't have to worry about it. RTM CJ Beef Too Funny. All right, so he started with 2-strand twists, it looked like. That was his afro, and you see his hair. His hair is really curly. It looks almost like probably like 4A. And he's doing 2-strand twists again, and that's really how, I mean, I don't know if he's looking to start dreads, but if you start them with 2-strand twists, then that's good. You can also start them with twist outs and just let your hair lock up from there. We got SG Mal, and as we see, his hair looks really cool. And this right here, it would be cool if his hair was like this color blue, but which I think you could get this color blue if your hair is black without bleach. Like you won't need bleach to get your hair like that color blue, because it's like a dark blue and your hair is already dark. If your hair is already dark, you could just get some blue dye and dye it. But his hair actually isn't blue, I don't think, but his hair is very mature. I'm pretty sure this dude had his hair for, yeah, his hair is very mature, you could tell. And if y'all want to know what a kind of finished product dreadlock will look like, even though your dreads are really never finished, but this is kind of what finished product dreadlock will look like. After that, it will only get more and more mature, but like this is kind of like the stage that people are looking for usually when they start dreadlocks. They're looking for their dreadlocks to be like this, locked up as good as this and everything. You know, and just to put him in here. Boom, starting his hair very short, but you can start your hair really, if your hair is tight enough of a curl pattern, you can start your hair this length. And obviously you just have to wait for it to get longer, but it'll pretty much be locked up. It honestly, some people say it's better to get dreadlocks with short hair. Honestly, it's just your opinion, but like even if your hair is really short, if you really want to start dreadlocks really short length, then you could do so. If you're ready to go through the process, if you're not going to complain through the process, if you're going to be patient, and if you're going to enjoy the process, and if you're prepared for the process, then of course you could get them at a very short length. And what I tell everybody is just keep on going. Make sure that you don't quit, because if you quit, you probably just regret it later and be like, oh man, my dreadlocks would have been so long right now, but I cut them a long time ago, and man, if only I kept them, then you know. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point, but that's the video. But anyways, I thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure I like it. If you want to see more videos from me in the future, please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so y'all never miss out on another video from me in the future. And with that being said, I have next video is going to be a really cool video, alright? But yeah, y'all will see that in the video on Wednesday, which is when I return back to school. I have no idea how that's going to be, but God got me. And I trust him. So anyways, thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Woo! You like how I made that sound? Probably not, but bye.